Welcome back to Giving Them the Business. This is Chris Gotti Lorenzo and my partner.
Don Dinero, Mr. Money for the Gringos. Go Buffalo.
Yeah. We in our playoff. He's in his playoff gear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Que vola, que vola.
Que vola.
Yeah, so we're here. I want to just thank everybody for subscribing to the podcast. We're doing amazing right now. Please keep.
Thank you for the support.
Please keep supporting. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check in and see what we're doing. It's a great thing. We're putting.
We're always going to bring you great interviews. Great interviews,
great
topics.
knowledge, great topics.
Yeah.
And today's topic,
yes,
we want to talk about is AI.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Yes, AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think
where you reading
and
that
learn
off of? Where
like
you reading
humans.
that off of?
Well, I'm reading off of this site right now. It's the biggest one popping. It's called chat.openai.com.
Man, it's so crazy because I keep telling everyone on the team, everyone that's with us, we have to start being ready for this. It's coming fast and furious, and there's nothing we could do to stop it. So we better, be ready to understand it and know what we're dealing with.
And when the internet came out, it's when MySpace came out. I don't want to get on MySpace. What is that? It's like it's you got it, and it's to a different level because
Is this a paradigm shift about to take place?
Yes,
Exactly.
It's another paradigm shift within the paradigm shift that's already fucking happening, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we were discussing I have 2 kids in college. We were discussing that now with all this intelligence, people don't necessarily have to spend the money.
Is school necessary?
Because, I'm not saying it's still necessary, but do you
Why?
necessarily have to spend that amount of money? I think that it's
why do you got to spend money? Why is school necessary in your opinion? What are you saying it's necessary?
Depending on the subject you're willing to study and the piece of paper that has to be handed to you to say you're qualified to be able to go get that job. Right?
Okay, stop right there. The piece of paper is going to be less and less valued as far as that's what you need to get this job. Go to chat OpenAI right now,
right,
and ask if I wanted to be a doctor.
If I wanted to be a doctor,
what do I need to know?
What do I need to know?
And just see what comes up. And you're going to see
to
this.
To become a doctor, you would need to complete a significant amount of education training. Here are the general steps you would need to take. 1, complete a bachelor's degree. Most medical schools require that the applicants have a bachelor's degree, although specific field study usually don't. 2, take the medical college admission. So it's giving you...
Hold on. He's giving you the traditional way to be a doctor. Now, ask AI... Ask Chat AI.
How can I help you become a voodoo doctor?
No, ask them if if they could teach you how to be a doctor.
Can you teach me to be a doctor?
And then what's the answer?
As an AI, I cannot directly teach you to become a doctor. As the process of becoming a doctor requires hands-on training and experience that cannot be replicated through online or virtual means. However, I can provide you with the information and resources that can help you understand the steps and requirements involved in becoming a doctor, as well as the knowledge and skills that are necessary for the profession.
Okay, here's even better. Look at this one. I have a broken arm. What do I need to do to fix it?
I have a
Is that fair?
arm. How do I fix it, or what do I need to do?
Can you tell me how to fix it?
I have a broken arm. Can you help me? Tell me how to fix it. Please call 911. I was kidding. I'm sorry to hear about your broken arm. The appropriate treatment for a broken arm will depend on the specific location and severity of the fracture, as well as the age and overall health of the patient. In general, the treatment for a broken arm typically involves immobilizing the affected limb in a splint or cast. Allow the bone to heal properly. The doctor will also recommend some pain medications to help you manage the pain. If the bone is out of place or the break is severe, surgery may be required to fix the bone, to realign the plates and the screws or pins. It's important to follow the instructions provided by the doctor, so it'll continue to refer you to a doctor.
Yeah, because that's legal reasons. They don't want to tell you that Chat AI told me how to do it and it was all messed up and I fucking fucked my shit up. And then they don't want you to look at it from that perspective. Let's go dive in a little deeper.
Let's go.
I have diabetes. What should I do?
I have diabetes. I almost put diarrhea. I have diabetes. What should I do?
Yeah. I'm curious because I know these
is dope questions.
Yeah, because
if you have been diagnosed with diabetes, it's important to work with your healthcare provider to develop a treatment plan that is right for you. Here are some general steps that you can take to manage diabetes. Monitor your blood sugar levels. You need to regularly check your blood sugar levels with a glucose meter. Your healthcare provider will give you instructions on how to do that, and your sugar or your target, your range should be. Take medications as prescribed for your blood sugar. Lifestyle, healthcare, medicine. It's just giving me eat healthy diet.
Okay.
So it's telling you eat a healthy diet.
But, we just tested out again. I'm gonna go on the limb and say we could. The more specific the question, the clearer the answer is.
Can you give me the 6 numbers for Lotto?
Yeah. Can you pick the Mega Millions?
Can you pick
numbers?
Can you pick the 6
winning?
Mega Million winning numbers, right?
Yes.
Mega.
Let's see if we can get these numbers.
Million.
Everything's changed.
Winning numbers.
AI is going to help us in so many ways.
I'm
people.
sorry, but as a language model AI, I do not have the capability to predict the winning numbers for any lottery or any other gambling games. Lottery numbers are randomly generated, and no one can predict the outcome certainly, not even with advanced math or statistics. The best way to increase your chances of winning the lottery is to purchase more tickets. But it's important to remember that lottery games should be played
wants you to buy more tickets.
For fun and not for the purpose of making money. Gambling can be addictive and lead to financial
See, now
problems.
you're going too far, Chat AI. We gamble over here.
I think you've gone too far.
So again, you know why I wanted to talk about AI. Those are great proof of concept of what we just did.
Yes.
That exercise of just asking the questions. But the real reason I look at it is because it's going to replace human beings. Stores is no longer going to have anyone working in stores.
You see that McDonald's they have no employees.
Yeah,
it's all AI.
Calvin is fired from McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy, man. They're getting rid of Calvin, man. And again, what are people gonna do?
I'm hearing through social media and through things that the government is trying to, because of all the jobs that AI is going to take within the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're planning on universal. It's like they're going to give everyone $13,800 a year.
Right.
To live off of, for those unskilled, that the job has been taken. If you have your skill, like things that we do, but they're saying like the regular laborer who's going to lose his labor job or lose his office job because AI.
What are you going to do with 30? Let's be honest. What are you going to do if that's your 13,000? Like, and 13,000 today can't even buy 12,000.
No. Yeah, but if you really look at what these people are receiving when they have welfare, it's about the same. No one's getting 30 racks of welfare, right? That's what I'm saying. No, what I'm trying to tell you, I think that's what it's called universal something economic program. It's like the universal health program, but it's basically saying, hey, you come in, you apply for this. If your job was taken away and we're going to make sure, I don't know if it's forever. I don't know if they're going to pay you for a few years until you fit. I don't know, but they're basically saying, see, the difference between this type of consumer economy that we have is the reason welfare and these things exist in countries like Dominican Republic, and it's because in order for this economy to work, the person on the carousel, the last person must participate in the economy. The guy all the way in the front is buying mansions, houses, Bugattis, everything else. This guy has to participate, whether it's a pair of Jordans, whether it's Walmart, whether it's shopping at Pathmark, which I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's really an economic thing, because that's how we keep the economy stimulated. Because if all those people didn't have the bread, not only would the crime be more, they wouldn't be participating in a lot of the things.
How fast or is this AI, in your opinion, you think is coming? When is it going to get in here?
It's here.
No, I mean in full force. It's here now, but in full force.
Where you us.
Where we don't see.
What we don't see is, first of all, what was the purpose of creating it? Right? There has to be a reason. Right?
I think, in my opinion,
I think it started with one idea, and it's kind of.
No, it's what man always wanted. Or man wants ultimate power.
Right.
Man wants to be God.
Do you know once they feed us?
So when you ask me, when you ask me what is the purpose of AI, I feel it's for world domination. It's for AI, which leads me right into Elon Musk. Very scary times with Elon Musk. As smart as this man is, and he went out and bought Twitter. He's the one of the biggest supporters of these AI companies. He's been doing it, and
he's big on tech. He's big on pushing.
He's super big on tech, and then adding Twitter for information to feed into, let's call it a supercomputer for AI, and that's what he needs to make it. And that's when it gets. What's his motive? It gets crazy in my mind of where it could go. Yeah, because
it's him.
Yes. Do I think he's the one behind it? Is that what you're asking me? He has another company called Neuralink. Do you know about Neuralink?
He has a lot of investors. He's got a lot of people that fund his ideas. When they say he's the richest, yeah, his companies, but it's like anything else. I just feel like he's driven.
Tesla was a certain amount of. He lost so much. Tesla dropped so much. It dropped a lot, man.
He lost money on it.
Yeah, it's down. It's down over 200%.
Well, the stock dropped a lot.
Well, that's his money. That's how he makes his money.
But I think it's like anything else.
It's not like he's broke. Don't get it fucked up.
He had 2 or 3. No, because he has SpaceX.
Yeah,
he has other things. So what I'm saying is, I just feel like we know this. You try things. You go. Some years in business are great. When Tesla first came out, he had a year that he outdid. Right now, you're talking about Tesla. Let me ask you a question. We're looking at car companies that have been around for about 100+ years. Ford, Chevy, the old school. This guy came from nowhere and said, I'm going to do an electric car. They laughed at him. He's kicking anybody's ass. Everyone has to have an electric car now.
But I think
I think that's his envelope is, hopefully I can affect a lot more people. I don't know. Is he trying to really advance humanity? I think he is. In my opinion, I don't think he's a bad guy.
Of course, he's trying to advance humanity.
I don't think he's a bad guy.
But
in my opinion, I don't think he's.
I think he's a bad guy.
All right, that's okay.
I think he has a bad agenda.
But what do you think it is? My question to you.
World domination.
But how can he dominate?
Neuralink is it's a computer chip that gets put into your brain.
Yeah, up here.
And he brings up only the good side, right? Of course, which anyone does with any company, they're never going to tell you about ulterior motives. They're going to tell you only the things that are publicly accepted, so they could get to what they want. Publicly accepted is saying, listen to me. I'm gonna put a chip in your brain, and a paraplegic could now walk. A blind man could now see. That is something that is, of course, of anyone, including myself, is saying, amazing, do that if that could happen. But I'm also not dumb in the sense of saying that's where you're going to stop. So now let's say, what else can you do with that chip if you could make a paraplegic walk, or a blind person see, or a mute person speak? Like, there's endless. In my mind, I think you could make a superhuman damn near.
Okay.
Right? And then you could do all types of things from that standpoint. You could have a human being that's willing to run through a wall and they don't feel nothing. They don't do nothing. We might have super athletes coming soon, right? That this Neuralink makes you.
What makes you think this is my
not
question.
feel pain and not experience like recovery? So now you could work out forever if it's a chip. Again, there's no end to where he could take it.
Now, my question to you is, everything that we're discussing this because we've had access to of this information of the Neuralink or whatever.
Well, we only have access to what they showed us. But that's America.
No. But I mean is, I'm trying to lead to that. So if they're letting us know now there's Neuralink, they're giving us
How
AI.
far are they already? Spooky.
Listen, the reason I tell you is because
Boo.
It's called classified, right? It's classified. Once things come out, is they try to prepare the public for what's coming, and they do it in 5-year increments, right? They prepare you. They prepared us. Now FaceTime is regular. We would never think, right? They prepare us with the phones. And yes, the governments are in bed with these private companies.
Right.
They have to be. Whether it's
they control them.
Zuckerberg at Facebook, whoever owned Apple, now Elon Musk there. So I think that
Absolutely.
I think that they already have people walking around superhumans with those chips. I just want to
They're
tell
experimenting. They're testing.
Of course, they have to test it.
Of course.
So
that's why there's so many people on milk carts.
You notice what clinical. Hey, you notice what clinical trials are, right?
Yeah.
So
it's part of the milk carts.
I wasn't aware of this. I was looking up, and there's people that make a living, a very good living on clinical trials. Like they have a little click, and they'll go and say, "Look, Bayer's coming out with this new pill.
Yeah, take this, and we're gonna pay you."
And they pay
I know
them.
all about it.
Right. So there's definitely.
I got this little twitch.
Remember when they signed up for Mars? How many people signed up for Mars and they say you're not coming back?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, and a ton of people. There's so many that they have to figure out. So I just feel like there's people who have signed up to put this Neuralink chip. Maybe they don't walk right. Maybe they don't talk right. Maybe they, and for some reason it's working. If they're saying, okay, it worked on this. Now you're saying, what is the end game?
It's not the end game. It's just
the end game means can they control?
And man, in civilization, we have seen one thing for certain: they do not stop when it's big. It's always got to get bigger and better.
Of course.
So if that's one part, there's even more coming. So that's the question. And then when I think of what more is coming, my mind goes into all types of different things from. World domination is like really the ultimate goal.
To control the people.
To control the people.
To do what? What they need them to do?
Whatever they want.
And what do they want?
They want less resistance when they want to come up with shit. That's number one.
Yeah, but think about throughout time.
When you say what, my mind is not the creative person that's going to come up with what it is.
Because throughout time, they've done that. Throughout time, they've tried to suppress the people, and the people win at the end of the day.
You think we win?
Of course we win.
How do we win?
They're still trying to suppress us. We're not suppressed yet. Oh. So as they grow, people grow. Look, two sides of the hand.
I understand.
There's an Elon Musk trying to do evil. There's someone trying to stop him.
Yeah.
That we might not know about.
I understand.
So we're in good hands, is what I'm saying. If whatever evil's out there, they'll be good to fight it. It's my yin and yang, my ire to my osobo aspect of life, right? So I don't know if Elon Musk, but you bring up some points.
The future is very open with technology, in my opinion. We're dealing with very intellectually smart people that are doing. Now you're telling me, and I agree with you, of course, is they've been beta testing this for years before we even heard about it.
Yes.
So this isn't something new for them. And that's what's scary. It's again,
we had Humvees in the military.
We have no control over it. We're getting less and less control.
When you say we.
The people.
The people. Okay.
The people.
You think
all power to the people.
Now, I'm going to have a question for you.
Yeah.
We're out here with the people.
Yeah.
With a lot of the people.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the people control?
Again,
I'm just saying.
I want to give
when we're looking at, if I know me and you are guys that came from the bottom, and we were able to, let's be honest with our lives, we were able through our trials and tribulations to kind of shake off and kind of elevate up here. But the people we're talking about are up here, puppet masters, right? Right? You think about it. The people are up here, the puppet masters. How are they looking at it? You think they want? Why do you think they want all the power? I think they feel when you're up there, because sometimes we discuss about how we've elevated from the decisions and the things that are happening at the bottom with people. Because it's just crazy. How could they make moves like that? We were discussing, right? Imagine them saying, "There's no way we'll ever give them the power. They don't know what the fuck they're doing."
No, that's a fact.
Okay, So maybe
they're not going to give the people the power. But
because the Andrew Tate guy said something about the matrix, right, that we're in. And he said something. He says, they don't want to control all of us. They know the alpha males are going to break out of it. That's why they let Puffy have his million. They let guys break out of the matrix and show the people the possibility of them, what could happen. But they know those are the few that have the discipline, the know-how and the knowledge to break out of the matrix. We're going to let them. So when you want to break out of the matrix, they're going to let you. What they're not going to let you is break out of the matrix, and then like what Andrew Tate is doing is telling all the other people how to break out of the matrix and that you're being controlled. They're not going to let you do that. Oh, you broke out of the matrix? Okay. You can have that pass. Don't get too crazy now. So I think you get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Of course it makes sense. That's what they tried to do. Again, even, I don't want to say we broke out of the matrix, but with our success, they basically came at us.
Broke out of the matrix.
And they said, don't fuck with these guys no more.
But you didn't break out of the matrix using schooling and Harvard.
No.
You broke out of the matrix with music, and then your label was Murder Inc.
Yeah.
And you're making and you're billing, and you're doing $200-300 million a year. They're seeing that. They're watching that. They're like, these guys are too powerful. So they get in the room and they say, how do we take down hip hop?
Start there.
Well, God don't like ugly, but they've been trying that for years. That's something that, and I think we're getting. I think that now the fact that most people understand the law. I think you don't see it. You're seeing it with Young Thug, but you're mostly seeing it. I don't really think that's the feds. That's the state of Georgia, kind of tired of all the. They're trying to send them. They're trying to use Young Thug as an example to me. To say, hey,
they definitely put together a huge case.
Man,
There's a lot of people
for years. That's a lot of. You know what I look at that when I see
hours,
that?
Man,
billing
hours, billable hours.
So many hours in building a case that really they don't have nothing crazy but they kind of knew. And then you got all these.
During AI with AI, right? To go back to the AI situation, there's only, I think, will AI start creating content? Because I feel content creators.
It just created content. If you ask it a question, it will create the content.
It will create it.
Yes,
but someone has to ask the question.
Yes, and
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, Gary Vee said something that he was telling people: don't be afraid of AI. Yeah, people are going to lose jobs. He goes, but AI is going to do away. And me as a writer, I still have the idea. Now I could give AI the idea. It gives me back 2 or 3 paragraphs. And then I could take that, fix it up, and it's still mine, but I don't have to do, it's like I don't need the construction workers anymore to build the house. I know the house I want. I know how I want to paint it. I know how I want the front. I don't have to hire the staff. It'll go up.
But that's just one version of AI.
True. There's going to be so many other versions. You're right.
I mean, and that's the scary part of it. And don't be afraid of AI. If you're only talking about that side of it, of course. But when you get into, again, these...
What about when the scammers start using AI? What about the AI that I can use your voice?
Yeah.
And say, hey, what's up? It's Chris Gotti calling you.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the scary ones.
Yeah.
The AI, where you'll be able to maybe get on a FaceTime and your face looks like someone else and the voice. And I'm thinking I'm talking to you.
That's right.
And then Ricky comes out laughing at me. No, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
What just
That's, I think,
happened?
is going to get where you don't know do you understand?
I think from a scamming aspect. You're talking to your lady friend and it's your wife.
Yo, hey,
making it
scamming. Yeah, right? Think about it. Hey, you've been doing it and you've been talking to her for weeks.
Yeah, like talking all this crazy shit.
So I think, hey.
Oh, man, AI is going to ruin everything.
Yeah, so I think that AI is here to stay.
No, it's
and we're discussing it. A lot of people have no idea what's coming.
Like I said, I'm telling everyone we better get up to speed on it as soon as possible because it's here.
Look, I'm going to tell you,
and it's going to help.
I can talk about it now because I'm past my secret clearance and I don't really have to do a lot of things. But in my time in administration, so I went to when I was getting discharged from Fort Dix because my classification was so hard, they took me to this building. And this is in 1996.
You got this Neuralink chip in you already?
No. Oh, not yet. But when I went into the building, listen to 1996, the minute I walk into the building, I seen flat screen TVs that I never seen before. And then now we see them today. Think about going into 96 So I seen flat screen TVs. I seen this thing that's gonna come out. So it's you know the mouse mat.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a mouse mat, but you drop it here, and you watch TV from here. You don't have to.
Oh, really? That's like an iPad.
Yeah, but it's not. Listen, you could that same magnet. You could put it up on the
And
wall
watch
and
it.
watch TV. It's coming. I've seen it already, and this is back in '96. I seen things there, from a technology standpoint, that I blew me away, and I didn't even believe the shit I was seeing.
Yeah.
Mind you, when I was in the military, I had a Humvee.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. Yo, I had a Humvee. I don't know. I get like, you know what I mean?
I was in the military.
No, because I don't know.
Nigga, we doing a podcast.
Listen,
they gotta hear you.
I had a Humvee in '89 I had a Humvee, and the Humvees didn't come out of the market for like 10 years after.
Yeah.
And we had them. So what I'm saying is that what we're getting now
It's late.
is the crumbs. They already cooked it. They're trying to see the reaction, how it's being used. Right? They already know how many people are using AI in the chat. We're on it every time. That all that stuff is all the. So I think, again, the game is going to change.
They probably have AI creating all the internet traction to get the traction. I'm telling you, it's crazy when I start thinking. That's when it gets crazy. Like, where are we at? We really are in the matrix coming. That's when there's gonna be a glitch in the system. Man. When I see that cat walk by me more than one time, I know them they on their way.
When he walks this way and then walks this way backwards.
What I thought it was when they kept coming. The cat walked by and then he sees the cat again and then he sees the cat again and he's like, oh man, they on their way.
Listen, what's coming? The future's bright. Don't get scared. We're in the information. We could be. I want to know when they're gonna put. What was that? When was Star Trek? When they beam you and I can go
teleport and go anywhere you want.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine when we're older, the machine you could have in your house if you can afford it, and anything that's wrong with you, just go in the machine and it fixes you. That's gonna come. That's why I think people are gonna live longer in the future. I think we're gonna be more connected. I think I'm gonna be able to talk to you without talking.
Just thinking it. Are you talking to me now? I didn't do that, yo.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at, brother. So, giving them the business.
Yeah.
Hey, AI edition.
Yeah.
Get ready. It's
definitely
coming.
It's definitely be prepared. Keep everyone, check it out, walk through it, test it, see what it is. But you should be very aware of it because it's coming. And like I say, God willing, it's going to be done with some type of control. Because like you said, there's so many areas it could go into that could go into a negative area. In person, fraud being number one, right?
That's what I thought about.
AI fraud could be so big with AI. It's like,
hold of this.
What are we going to do? Oh, my
it's
goodness.
Over.
Lord, it's a wrap. All your money gone.
AI.
We're going to have to really use our eyes probably, and then the AI is going to figure out that.
Listen to this.
For security.
Here we go. 2 new letters that mean 2 new words that's been introduced to our vocabulary. AI now.
Yeah, Allen Iverson been around, brother. What do you mean?
Around. But now, listen, we got introduced to likes, comments, views, like all this verbiage, new verbiage that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
In. Now it's about AI.
Yeah. But, man, very interesting topic. I want everyone to make sure they're looking at this, like, understand and study. I think it's going to really help be very beneficial early on.
I know.
Very beneficial early on, but then it's going to have
I think it's going to help a lot of high school and college students that have to write papers.
Of course.
So I think that's an advantage, right?
Because when you say an advantage, it's like, what do you go to school for? For what?
Because you go to school to learn, but sometimes they don't want to do the research.
You can learn. I know people that got perfect SAT scores and all they did was watch YouTube.
No, I got you. But what I mean is, for example, when my son says, damn, I got to write this paper, I got to turn it in. Now you can have AI write the paper, you proofread it, check it, and turn it in.
It's a check. It's AI. It's going to be right.
No, but you could check it to make sure it's how you want it, wording.
Yeah,
right? It's a generic version of your idea.
Sure.
Is what I'm noticing. AI is a generic version of your idea, and then you have to touch it up.
For now.
Maybe, everyone. Oh, another thing I seen in that little escapade, and I'm telling you now, so when it happens, everyone's going to be assigned an avatar.
We're already there. But the avatar you're talking about is a little bit different.
Yeah, because that avatar is what okay, so when you go to your alarm, you tell your avatar, hey, Billy, say you call your avatar Billy. Billy, I'm getting up at 6:30 tomorrow. No problem. So at 6:30, when you wake up, Billy turns on the TV, your favorite channel. Your avatar says, good morning, Chris. Your coffee's being ready. Your shower. Remember, all these houses are going to be electrical. Your shower's turned on. By the way, you have 6 emails this morning. Your phone, and where are we heading to today? Hey, we're heading now. It starts your car up. So you go to your car. It's there in your car. The avatar pops up and says, hey, what's up? By the way, your son just called you. He sent you a text. And he says the baseball game was changed from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Right? You're not driving. You're in there. You're checked, and it's driving, taking you away. And that avatar will be assigned to you. Now,
who's assigning it? The government?
Of course. Just like they assigned your social security number. Now, you can design it how you want it, put it crazy hair. The same thing we do with our emojis right now on Instagram.
Yeah.
Don't you have an emoji that looks like you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have that. We're not going to use this.
Phones be gone.
That's why they're transitioning you to this. This is a pain in the ass to carry around. Costs too much money to manufacture this. I can still charge you the same amount of money that I charge you. You get what I'm saying? For other stuff. So that's where we're going. Everyone's going to be assigned an avatar. Get ready. It's coming. And I seen that on the Jetsons. That's how I found out. And here we are, the age of AI. I think the next time we're not going to need him in the AI era.
Quan's gone?
AI will be able to do what he does.
Wow.
He'll still have the studio. He doesn't have to be here to make the money. He could be home with the camera saying, what happened? Don't worry. And AI will be there fucking with a screen. He doesn't have to physically. I think that's where he has, if he doesn't own it, if this is his job, and he doesn't own it, he loses his job. That's where AI is going to come in. A lot of tech,
Damn these smart people, man. Man.
But get ready, guys. It's coming.
It's coming for sure. Fast and furious. Yes. Real time. But man, again, thank you with this conversation for AI. Again, let AI know we're leaving. Yeah. Tell AI Givin Them The Business is signing out. We want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. This is Chris Gotti Lorenzo, and this is my partner, Don Dinero.
You already know, Mr. Money for the Gringos, the Latino AI expert. Orale. Hey, can you give me the business? I asked AI. She goes, as an AI, I am not able to give you the business. However, I can provide you with information that has the resources that can help you run the business.
See that? Or you could have, AI should have, the answer should have been, or you could talk to Chris and Don Dinero.
Chris and Don Dinero.
To get the business.
Giving them the business.
But man, I want to thank you again, man. And we out.
You already know.